There's a couple of things we need to remember when it comes to the XXL Freshman cover. The first thing is you don't ever like it. Stop it. No, seriously, stop the music. You've hated this thing for years now. Just take a look at the 2014 cover, which most people didn't dislike because it had John Connor, Chance the Rapper, Isaiah Rashad, but then there was August Alsina, Ty Dolla $ign, Rich Homie Quan, and they were just simply a sign of things to come. But then 2015 came and all hell broke loose. OG Mako, Fetty Wap, K Camp. People were done with XXL as a staff magazine and as a motherfucking publication. Then 2016 came and the XXL bosses had a meeting. They wanted to figure out how they could make people hate them just a little bit more than they hated them last year. Get Designer on the phone. After that, you call Lil Dicky, Black Kodak, and don't you forget Lil Yachty, because nothing says hate us like featuring a guy who's named after a fucking boat. And yes, they have Dave East and Denzel Curry, who both might even tickle your backpacking fancy, and also Anderson .Paak, who has a unique ear for melody. But who's got any time for that when you have to look at Lil Uzi Vert? The other item that you should never forget about XXL is that it doesn't have the power that it once did. In order to consider this, try to think of the cover as a window and not a stage. They would rather use the freshman cover as a view of the current state of hip-hop rather than a hopeful platform. And since no one gives a fuck about print, how could you blame them or disagree with me? I mean, these people on the cover didn't blow up from some XXL Show and Prove feature. It's the internet captain listening to Captain Obvious. The designer in his current form is much bigger than the XXL publication itself at the moment. So they need him a lot more than he needs them. The nerd in you that wanted to see Joyner Lucas or Mick Jenkins grace the cover isn't being realistic. There's no such thing as a XXL snub list. In the words of Joe Budden, they're trying to ride the wave and they're not trying to become it. So stop getting upset, stop expecting them to feature your favorite rappers, and for Christ's sake, stop being such a fucking snob about it. This, of course, is coming from a snob.